When you're creating content for your small business in 2026, here's what you need to focus on right away. We're seeing 3 types of content crush it for small businesses right now. The first one is tackling the biggest customer concern. Instead of avoiding objections like price or trust, talk about them.
Hi everyone, today we'll be creating a client edit on After Effects. We'll be covering 2 scenes from this animation. First one is this scene and the second one is this scene. You might have the question that instead of completing the whole animation, why am I only doing 2 scenes? The reason is in the rest of the scenes, there are only text animations which will be covered in the 2 scenes which I'll be doing along with you. If you do these 2 scenes along with me, you will be able to do the whole thing. So in this scene, first we need to design it. As you can see, there's a black background. So simply right click, new composition, rename this to phone scene. Frame rate 60 FPS is fine, and duration, let's keep it around 8 seconds. Hit OK. Right click, new solid. Let's change the color to black and rename this to BG, and I'll just lock this. Now we need to make this shape. Simply select your pen tool, make sure your stroke is on. First shape, make it like this. Increase the stroke. Head on to stroke, linear gradient. What we can do is take this green, delete all this. I'll just delete all this. Select this and make this black or off black. Bring this over here and this over here. Hit OK. And make it like this. And then I'll make another line like this. Select the pen tool. Click here, here, and drag this to make something like this. Put this behind and again. So now we have got these 2 shapes. Then I'll bring this phone over here, make it smaller like this, and then I'll bring this Instagram page PNG. Now we need to fit this inside this phone. So first, now simply select this and drag it down. Make sure that this image is properly visible inside this phone. What we can do is hit P for position. Go ahead, click on position keyframe again. Go to the second keyframe and then drag this up like this. Let me zoom this in. Now simply select this F9 and drag this towards the left. And let's drag this second keyframe till the end of 2 seconds. Now we want the motion blur on this PNG, so I'll simply select this and click on this motion blur. Now we don't want this, black area of this image to be visible. Control Shift C, and then let's rename this to page PNG. Hit OK. Then select the pen tool, and now we'll simply mask this out. Make sure the page PNG is selected. And now, as you can see, we have the animation. Now we need to do the text. So first we need this here, what you need to focus on right away. So right click, new text. I have made 4 text layers. In each of the text layers, I have written different text. You can see over here using the font Nexa. Now what I need to do is first I'll animate them separately. So first let's arrange them. Here what you, let's put this over here. Need to will be here. Focus on, I think the scale should be bigger like this. And then finally right away should be here. Select all of this and bring it on top like this. Okay. Now I'll select this, make this heavy and change this color to this. And for the animation, here's what you, it's coming towards like this from the right. So I'll just select this, then open this up, animate. First I'll select opacity, open this, make the opacity 0, click on the offset, go ahead, again click on the offset and increase this, select this F9 and make something like this. Now as you can see, the text is going per word and this text is going per alphabet. So we need to head on to advanced and change this based on 2 words. Now it is coming in per word. Now head on to add property and then select position. Now this is the x-axis and this is the y. We want it to come from the right. So I'll move the x-axis, which is the horizontal axis. And now you can see, you can change the settings of ease high and ease low to make it smoother. Then for the next animation, let's reduce the stroke to 50 and click here and here to make a shape, bring it below, need to this text, change the stroke to solid color and make the solid color to this. Select this text, make sure it is black. Let's decrease the stroke width and make this round cap. And now for the animation, simply head on to add, trim paths, and after this comes in somewhere around here, simply open the trim path, click on the end keyframe, go ahead, again click on the end keyframe, go to the start and make this 0. Select this F9 and drag this towards the left. So you get this animation. And the next animation is focus on. It's simply coming up and the last one is same. So first let's do the last one, which is the same as this one. Now we don't want to repeat the whole animation. So what we are going to do is simply I'll just select this text, copy the animator one, which has all the text animation. Now select this text and then click the text and paste it and you get this. Now after this animation we need to do this. So again animate, opacity, make this 0, open this up somewhere around here, click on the offset, go ahead, again click on the offset and then increase it to 100. Select this F9 and make an animation like this. Now you can see in the text it's going up. First what we need to do is head on to advanced, change the character to words, and then add property position. This time instead of changing the X we need to change the Y and move it down. Now your animation will look something like this. So this scene we have completed. There is nothing else in this scene. Now let's make the second scene, which is this. So to do that, I'll simply right click, new composition, rename this scene, hit OK. And here, first what we need is the video. So I'll just copy this and paste it over here. As you can see, there's a cutout over here. So what we need to do is simply select this ellipse tool. While holding shift and selecting the video, just drag with your mouse button like this. Okay. Now select this selection tool and move around to place it perfectly. And now we have got the circle. Now we need to simply bring it in the center of the frame. So to bring it in the center, what we need to do is simply head on to align and click this and then this. So it will align it at the center of the frame. Now we need to make a shape around this. So simply select the ellipse tool again and make sure the stroke is on, and then make a circle like this. Reduce the stroke. Now you can see we have got the cutout figure. Now to make this shape, simply select the ellipse tool and again make a circle. Hit S and simply increase the stroke and bring it over here. Then hit Ctrl D to duplicate this layer and put it over here. As you can see, we have got these two. Now for the animation, again coming from the right and this same. So let's write the text instead of avoiding objections. I'll simply head on to my phone scene. Select, copy this text, paste it over here and rename this to instead of avoiding and put it over here. Then I'll write this objections. Again, what I can do is, as you can see, this is the reveal animation. Head on to my phone scene, copy this need to text, paste it over here, rename this to, rewrite this to objections. Now I need to copy this and again paste it over here. And then two animations remain, this and this. So first, simply select this rounded rectangle tool and make a shape like this. Enable the fill and delete the stroke and change the fill to this. Deselect the scale and increase the height, decrease the width, something like this. Put one over here. Then hit Ctrl D and put one over here. R for rotation, something like this. Now simply write the text price and trust. So, and after these we need some PNGs of this. Okay, but before that, let me search for drop shadow and put it on these. Increase the opacity, the distance. Then copy this and paste it over here. Rotate this side, so you can see there's some black over here. And then you can add the PNGs. So just simply bring this over here. Okay, PNG, I'll simply mask this out. You can put whatever PNG you want. Put this over here, hit R, something like this, and again just paste the drop shadow over here, this a bit towards the right. Then again the design is complete. Now the animation just bounces in with a fade in animation. So what we need to do is first make these compound clip. Select this, Control Shift C, rename this to price, hit OK. Rename this to trust. Now simply select these two, hit T for opacity, go ahead, again hit the opacity keyframe, go to the start and make this 0, select this, F9, and you get this fade in animation. Now for the bounce animation, I'll head on to my file, scripts, and select bounce CR. If you want this script, you can just simply head on to my X page, which is by the name Be the Cut. I have posted all my scripts and plugins over there, and just simply go there and download them. And now simply select these two, hit position keyframe, go ahead, just go ahead 2 frames, okay, and drag this and drag them up. Select this and hit bounce it. Offset this over here so it comes one after the another. Okay, so with this, the second animation is also done. Now you simply have to use the same text animations and just apply it over here and over here, and nothing else is there in this edit. Hope you learned something new from this video. See you in the next.